Heyman.
All right, everyone, welcome to Lewis Downs race day number 2, our humble home track in Gainesville, Florida. Let's see who's in attendance. Of course, Andrew, first place in the winner of the Saudi Cup. He won 2 races in Saudi Arabia. Also in attendance are Johnny and Macy. Each won 3 races on race day 1. Neither have horses racing today, but they're in attendance and they're no strangers to the winner's circle. Other winners include Christian, there he is alongside his son, and Nate alongside his brother Zach with some of the best seats in the house, trackside. The rest of the owners are still looking for their first wins. That includes the Thompsons. But Jesse, though not yet a winner, had a great performance in the Saudi Cup when Quicksilver edged out Apology Accepted for second place and for the $200,000 prize. She's currently in 4th. A couple owners have more entries today than they did on race day 1, and that includes Kalen and Brett. There's Brett alongside his son. All right, there's 2 more owners. One is Walt. He's tied for the early lead in claiming sales. He's also tied for the most top 3 finishes so far, but still looking for his first win. He set himself up with more than one heavy favorite today. And last but not least, the 12th owner is your new host in the booth behind the microphone, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, Chris. Want to welcome you all to race day here at Lewis Downs, beautiful Gainesville, Florida. The weather could not be nicer. Not going to be a dark day like we had in day 1, but a beautiful Central Florida day. And let's see. We're ready for race day 2. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I got a couple last thoughts on race day 1.
Okay. There you go. Take it away.
All right, just a couple notable race day 1 stats. We had 15 races, so of course there were 15 winners. 5 of those were unowned horses. Johnny and Macy each got 3, Andrew 2, Christian and Nate each with 1. The unowned horses on race day 1 won over $250,000, closer to $300,000. Now the race day 1 in Saudi Arabia had a lot of money, and so maybe there's not going to be that much money available on most days. But perhaps one takeaway is that was about over $250,000 that the rest of the owners left on the table that went to unowned horses. Jimmy?
Wow. Yeah, a lot of money going there to the unknown horses. Thanks for that recap of day 1. And of course, we're getting ready for day 2 here. Horses getting ready. And let's go ahead back to Chris for a quick preview of race day 2.
Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, we have 2 of the 15 winners from race day 1 are returning. In race number 7, Gator Knight for Andrew's stable, won on race day 1. He's back. And Nowadays is racing in number 9 for Brett. Brett claimed him on race day 1. And then, of course, a key debut. Let's not bury the lead. This is the debut of Beach Carrot. There's 3 grade A horses, ages 3 and up. We got to see the other 2 on race day 1. But Beach Carrot, the only 3-year-old grade A horse, is debuting today in race number 10. Jimmy.
All right. We are getting closer to that first race of day 2, as I mentioned. And as you can see here, a beautiful day in Gainesville, Florida, the inaugural races at the brand new Lewis Downs. Packed capacity crowd filing in, at least expected for the final races of the day. Any other last thoughts, Chris?
No, let's look at race number 1.
All right. All right, race day 1. Is this all me now, Chris?
Yeah, or just here's race number 1.
Okay, I'll give it. All right, so yeah, race 1, we've got a $30,000 purse. It is a claiming race. Horses in this race can be claimed for $2,000, and a 10 furlong race, one of the longer races of the day, actually maybe middle of the pack, on dirt. And we are packing the horses into their
Yeah, we're about ready to go.
Okay. All right, we are ready to rock. And sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're off. I'm mad at you, followed by gratitude, Oxford, comma, that ain't mine, schoolyard chum, and all I could afford in this 10 furlong race. About a quarter way through, I'm mad at you, maintaining the lead. That ain't mine, passing now into first, schoolyard chum in third. Now all I could afford up in the third. Now it's gratitude as we head to the midway point. That ain't mine, still in first. Oh, pass by, I'm mad at you. And gratitude charging strong as we head towards the backstretch, or home stretch, I should say. I'm mad at you, leading all the way through. That ain't mine in second right now. Gratitude making a late charge, but it's I'm mad at you, stretching the lead and winning the first race of the day. All I could afford, finishing strong, and places. That ain't mine will get the show. All right, so race one. As I said, I'm mad at you in first. All I could afford second. That ain't mine third. Gratitude fourth. Schoolyard chump fifth, and Oxford, comma, in sixth.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy, 4 of the 6 horses were claimed. All I could have.
Wow.
Yeah, there were 2 claims in on All I Could Afford. Zach won the claim. That Ain't Mine was claimed by Walt, Schoolyard Chum by Christian, and Oxford, comma, by Jesse.
Wow. Big claiming race there.
Yeah. All right, race number 2.
All right, race number 2, also a $30,000 purse. This one, an allowance race of the same distance, but we'll be racing on the nice dry turf here at Lewis Downs for race number 2.
Yeah, and Jimmy, I like the races more with owner-owned horses, and this race has a few of them. The favorite among those that are owned is the number 3 horse, Empress, a grade H horse, owned by Casey.
Yes. Also, Ichigo and Hobby Jogger with owners in race 2 as we are about to start. And they're off here in the second race of race day 2. Amplify with the early lead, followed by Ichigo, Speak Easy, the Empress, Division by 0, and Hobby Jogger. All horses staying about the same. Ichigo charging into first here as we approach the halfway point. Amplify and Ichigo in first. Empress catching up now as we hit the halfway point. A very close race in the top 3. Make it the top 4, Division by 0 with a huge jump, and they're into first. Speak Easy on the tail, and they're in first now. A very competitive race as we head towards the finish. Division by 0 now in first. Speak Easy in second. Empress charging for third. Hobby Jogger trying to make a late run, but it's going to be Division by 0 with the win. Speak Easy in close second. The Empress in third. Amplify fourth. Hobby Jogger fifth. And Ichigo sixth. Once again, Division by 0 with the win.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. All right, we have also a new segment. It's Jimmy segment. Hold on, I lost my thing. Bear with me, growing pains.
I could just say it if you want. Because I am the dark horse detective.
Shit.
I think that's what we went with, right?
Yeah, but I gotta just.
Sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
Okay. All right, new segment, a Jimmy segment. And it is the dark horse detective. Jimmy.
That's perfect. Awesome.
I made this in the last 20 minutes or so. Jimmy, who's your dark horse today?
All right, so my dark horse today is Junior Bacon. Now, I know what you're thinking. They raced last week, right? And they placed. But once again, they're in a race as an underdog. But I believe after the place in race 1, day 1, last time, coming out of the 6th slot in race 9 tonight, Junior Bacon on the value menu, if you will.
Ooh,
Chris?
Yeah. Great, yeah. Jimmy, I like that. And he definitely is a dark horse, being a J grade horse among some E and G great horses in race number 9. But why don't you take us to race 3, Rakage?
All
Jim.
right, let's get on to race 3 as we go through day 2 here at beautiful Lewis Downs. A little bit more in the purse for race 3, $35K. It will be our second claiming race of the day. We'll see if anybody gets some claims on the $3,000 horses here in race 3.
Yeah, and you know, Jimmy, on paper, they're all pretty evenly matched, all grade H horses. But Pizza Slice is the only one that's won any money so far with the second place finish on race day 1.
Nice.
All right. Ready when you are.
All right. 7 horses about to start. And they're off. Step Down with the early lead, followed by the Wet Bandit. Pizza Slice now into second. You've Been Warned down to third. Nuclear Spritz soaring up the leaderboard, but Step Down with almost a full length lead over the second place Nuclear Spritz. Database now into third. Mr. Edward up into third now. Database in second. Step Down maintaining the lead as we head past the halfway point here in race 3. Pizza Slice now into second. You've Been Warned in third. And we've got a close one here. You've Been Warned now all the way up into first. Step Down has stepped down into second. Mr. Edward in third. Pizza Slice in fourth. Step Down has stepped all the way down to fourth. And You've Been Warned is going for the finish line. Pizza Slice right there. And it's You've Been Warned with the win, followed by Pizza Slice. The Wet Bandit in third. Step Down in fourth. And then Mr. Edward, Database, and Nuclear Spritz.
That was a good one. Close all the way to the wire.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jimmy, we had 3 claims. Pizza
All right.
Slice was claimed by Christian, the Wet Bandit by Zach, and the winner, You've Been Warned, was claimed by Nate.
Nicely done. So was that the top 3 horses all claimed in that one?
Well, I already closed it. I don't know.
I think so. I think that was right.
Our owners are
Yeah, I've
good
actually been meaning
analysts.
to write this too.
Yeah.
But no worries.
If so, our owners know what they're doing.
That's right.
All right, Jimmy, race number 4.
All right, race number 4 coming up here. We've got one horse that is owned by a wonderful owner. Honeymoon's Over in the number 3 slot in this 4th race of the day. $40K purse and another claims race. You're going to need $5,000 to get one of these horses. 10.5 furlongs.
Giving away. Not as well. The next one is got a lot of heat on it, but this one, Jimmy, yeah, Walt. And if you look at the grades, Walt's horse Honeymoon Over is a 1 grade favorite over the rest, but he also is the only Honeymoon's Over is the only one that didn't race on race day 1, so shouldn't have any fatigue. But then again, it's a big field, 14 horses, but Honeymoon's Over is definitely your favorite.
Awesome. Yeah, as you said, big field, 14 horses here in race number 4 as we head out to the track, about to get going.
All right. All right. To the track.
All right, here we go. Race number 4, and they're off. 14 horses out of the starting gate. Crescendo with the early lead over Blano. Eola's Ibar in third, followed by Crustacean Team Name, Captain Whatnot, Regular But Friday, Rigbone, Factoid, Sprinkles, Yeti's Abyss, and Big John. Crescendo now still in the lead, now overtaken by Captain Whatnot, who takes the lead as we head to the halfway point. Crescendo back in the lead. Captain Whatnot, they're switching first and second. Honeymoon's Over is making a late charge in third. Louse in fourth, making a charge. Crescendo back into first with a half-length lead. Running away from the field is Crescendo as we approach the finish line. Louse now in second. Captain Whatnot in third. Rigbone making a late push. It's Crescendo with the big win. Louse with the place. And Yeti's Abyss overcoming Honeymoon's Over. They're late to place in third. Again, Crescendo with the win. Louse with the show. Yeti's Abyss with the place. Place show. No, other way.
But yeah, place Yeti's Abyss. Show. Yeah, hey, that was a good one. Crescendo with a pretty convincing win at the end of the day, though. All right, Jimmy, we had 5 claims.
Goodness
First
me.
was Eola's Ibar was claimed by Walt. Honeymoon's Over, there were 3 claims on Honeymoon's Over.
That's one Walt was giving away.
Wow.
The next race has one that Walt put in that is the one you're thinking of.
Oh, hard.
Well, I'm here alongside Caitlin. Caitlin, why don't you tell us what you're drinking?
Electrolytes.
All right, that's the official drink of Lewis Downs until we come up with something better. So there were 3 claims on Honeymoon's Over. Casey won the claim. Yeti's Abyss, who different horses have become my favorites for different reasons. Yeti's Abyss, just because how perfect it was that he ended up being the white horse. There were 2 claims on Yeti's Abyss. Andrew won the claim. Factoid was claimed by Zach, and Rigbone was claimed by Nate.
Awesome.
All right, Jimmy.
All right. We
Race
are
number
going
5.
to race number 5. First up to 50K here in our fourth claims race of the day. 7K is the price for these horses.
I can't cast it.
What's that? Who was that? Walt? Oh.
Not sure.
Anyway.
I think maybe they were talking. They didn't know they were muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was me. I didn't realize I had unmuted.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, man.
Hey, guys.
We're recording. By the way.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're about to start race number 5. So, Jimmy, the thing to watch with race number 5 is that there is a clear favorite. For old time's sake, is a 2-grade favorite out of the 1 spot owned by Walt. I mentioned in the pregame that Walt doesn't have a win yet, but he has a couple favorites today. This is one of them, a grade C horse. All right, let's head to the
Awesome.
track.
All right. As you said, for old time's sake, in that number 1 slot here, just 6 horses in race number 5 as we're about to start. And they're off. We used to stomp coming out with the early lead for old time's sake. Now into the lead on this old thing in 3rd, followed by Inclement Weather, Open Borders, and Galaxy Creation. Old time's sake building a big early lead as we approach the halfway point. We used to stomp and Open Borders charging behind. Open Borders now catching up with For Old Time's Sake as we're past the halfway point and overtakes him. Open Borders now in the lead. For Old Time's Sake staying in 2nd. We used to stomp in 3rd. As we get closer to the finish, down the stretch, Open Borders keeping a huge lead, and they will win. Followed by Old Time's Sake in 2nd. As 3rd place, We Used to Stomp, passing Inclement Weather late. And they will take 3rd, followed by Inclement Weather in 4th. On this old thing in 5th, and Galaxy Creation in 6th. That $50,000 purse means Open Border takes home 24 grand. For old time's sake. 9, We Used to Stomp, 4,500.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, I'll tell you.
And any claims on that race, Chris?
Yes, and I'll tell you though, Open Borders had the race of a lifetime with that big of a win over a grade C horse, and then the gap between 2nd and 3rd, took forever.
Massive, yeah.
But so that was a real surprise.
No, huge upset.
Yeah, huge upset. So you asked, were there claims? Yes. So first there was a claim on For Old Time's Sake, and we shattered our previous record. There were 8.
Wow.
There were 8 claims on For Old Time's Sake, and if you think about it, Walt couldn't have put a claim in on him. So that means of the 11 other owners, 8 put in claims. So I did a random number generation, and the winner of the claim was Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah. We had
Congrats, Andrew.
We had 3 other claims. Open Borders was claimed by Andrew. There were 2 claims in on Galaxy Creation. I did a random number generator, and that went to Andrew. And We Used to Stomp was claimed by Andrew. So he added 4 horses from that race. Yes. All right,
Andrew,
so
you're
now
dominating.
now we're getting to the good stuff. Then the next race is all owner-owned horses. Jimmy.
There we go. That's what I like to see. All right, we're going on to race number 6. 50,000 the purse here as well, but this will be an allowance race, of course. Just 8 furlongs, and should be a close one here as we only have F grade horses and G grade horses in this race.
Yeah, Jimmy, and I'll point out one thing to watch. So the F grade horses, of course, would be considered the favorites, but only one of those didn't race on race day 1, and that was Frush. So he's the F grade horse that's well rested.
Right.
Owned by Nate. We'll see if that makes a difference or if it makes the difference.
Absolutely. We said in a number 6 slot there. We'll see if Frush is fresh as we head out to the track. And they're off here in race number 6. Frush looking fresh early. Home Movies in second. Banjo in third. Hippie DNA now up into third. Mount Tibanogus charging up the leaderboard. Ichabod and Banjo trailing behind. It's still Frush in first. Home Movies in second. Tip of Pooh's Nose now up to third. Mount Tibanogus up into third. Frush keeping the lead past the halfway point. As he's being tracked down by Tip of Pooh's Nose. Mount Tibanogus, Hippie DNA, not far behind. Frush trying to build a lead. Walt Stradivarius up into third, now into second. Home Movies in third. We've got a close one here as we head toward the finish line. Frush still in first. Walt Stradivarius in second. Home Movies in third. And a photo finish at the end. Home Movies overcomes all of them and takes the win. Frush was fresh, but he's only in second. And Mount Tibanogus in third. What a race.
How about that finish?
Unbelievable.
And so I'll tell you, Jimmy, this is the first race today with an owner win, and it was Christian who won on race day 1. So we still only have the 5 career owner winners.
There we go. Yeah, Christian with the second win after getting a win by Standard Bearer on day 1.
Wow. Great finish. I'm shocked.
Does Jimmy know the results?
No,
He just had that factoid ready?
he's
I
a
did.
sports announcer.
Wow, Jimmy.
Dang, dude.
Galen, maybe stop throwing these wild accusations out there.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, Jimmy, and ask Andrew if he's still celebrating the Saudi Cup win.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you've got stuff to celebrate now. Go, yeah. Tell us how are you celebrating?
Well, I'll tell you without giving too much away, the Saudi Cup win was definitely a confidence boost. But this being the inaugural season of the HRFL, I'm not being overly confident. And without giving too much of my strategy away to the people that may be behind me in the standings, I changed up what I'm doing, and I'm not afraid to spend some money on some claims horses that are out there. And we'll see how it works out. Again, being the inaugural season, it's a very good chance I could end up hurting myself down the road. But I think for right now, I'm happy about getting Yeti's Abyss and the other ones I got from that race. So we'll see what happens in the future.
Thanks, Andrew. All right,
Thank
Jimmy.
you, Chris and Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, you
Jimmy,
definitely
there's-
aren't. He's definitely not scared of the claims. As that one race, he claimed 3 horses all in one race. So
Four
Yeah.
actually, but yes, yeah.
craziness.
All right, Jimmy, race number 7.
All right, let's kick it up to a $60,000 purse for race 7, our penultimate allowance race of the night, and it will be our longest race of the day. 12 furlongs on the dirt here at Lewis Downs. Only E grade horses though.
Yeah,
in
so we
race
should have
number
a
7.
we should have a even field because of that. The 12 furlongs is a challenge, and then of course we'll point out that Andrew's Gator Night won on race day 1. Andrew had 2 wins on race day 1, of course the Saudi Cup, but also Gator Night. More than half of these horses did not race on race day 1 though, so they should be fresh. Let's go to the track.
All right, race 7 about to get underway. All of these horses, all of them owned. No free agents here. in race 7. And they're off. Razzmatazz out to the early lead, followed by Gator Knight, Bill of Rights, Eve, Rusty's Revenge, Ampersand, Look at Him, Trivia Night, Dull Roar, and Roulette. Razzmatazz maintaining that early lead. Ampersand not far behind. Bill of Rights now into third. Rusty's Revenge at fourth. Ampersand now in the lead. Passing Razzmatazz, Bill of Rights, and Eve making a charge past the halfway point. Ampersand and Eve in front. Trivia Night not far behind. Bill of Rights right there. It's Trivia Night now into the lead. Charging ahead. Eve trying to stay with him. And Bill of Rights in third. Razzmatazz not far behind. As we approach the finish, Trivia Night passed by Bill of Rights late. It's Bill of Rights going toward the finish. Trivia Night not far behind. Razzmatazz making a late charge and charging up the board. And it's Razzmatazz with the win. Bill of Rights in second. Eve in third. Followed by Gator Night, Trivia Night, Rusty's Revenge, Adult Roar, Ampersand, Roulette, and Look at Him. What a race.
Thanks, Jimmy. Tell us what the top 3 horses are taking home for prize money.
All
If you
right.
got it-
Yes,
if you got it handy.
big money. Yeah, big money on race number 7. The winner taking home 28,800. Second place 10,800. Third place with 5,400.
And of course, big congrats to Casey, our 6th owner to get a win. His first
There we
win.
go. Congrats, Casey. Razzmatazz.
It's also got to be a big confidence boost for Kalen there.
It was finally a horse that did well because Hobby Jogger was a little embarrassing.
I wasn't trying to bring that up. I was just saying.
We all felt it.
All right, Jimmy, race number 8.
All right, race number 8. $75,000 purse here. We've got 3 races remaining, 2 more claims. This is the first one, and you're going to need 17,500 to claim one of these A through K rated horses. 8.5 furlongs, and it looks like we're about ready to go.
Yeah, and before we do though, we've got another one where Walt has a heavy favorite, a 2-grade favorite. This is off to Neverland's race. He also didn't race on race day 1. So should be the favorite here.
All right, just 6 horses in race number 8. And we're off to Neverland in first, followed by Seismic Shift, Firepower, Gunslinger, Know My Song Well, and Unsubscribe. Gunslinger and Neverland. Off to Neverland. Off to first. Gunslinger now overtaking him as we approach the halfway point. Know My Song Well in third. And climbing up there into first now. We've got a close one here. Or maybe we don't. Know My Song Well, pulling away. Off to Neverland in second. Gunslinger, Unsubscribe, Seismic Shift, and Firepower falling behind. Know My Song Well with a very strong finish. Almost the length above the field, and they finish strong. Get the win. Off to Neverland in second with a big lead over the third place Gunslinger, followed by Unsubscribe, Seismic Shift, and Firepower. So a free agent horse with the win. Off to Neverland, the best horse with an owner.
Then, Jimmy, it's tough luck again for Walt, who had a heavy favorite finish second because an unowned horse had the race of their life. We had 2 claims. Unsubscribed Nate's horse was claimed by Andrew. There were 4 claims on Off to Neverland, and Casey won the claim.
There we go. Finally, somebody other than Andrew.
Yeah. All right, race number 9. 2 to go. This is
Hey,
our
Jimmy,
last
don't hate the player.
No, that's my bad. I got to be more impartial here, right? All right, 2 races left. This will be our last claiming race. 95,000 for the purse, and you're going to need a pretty penny, $42,500 to claim one of these wonderful 7 horses. And yeah, we've got some good ones here today, Chris.
Yeah, there's 2 horses I'd like to highlight here. One is Nowadays, because he, as mentioned in the pregame, he won on race day 1, and he was a free agent horse at that time, but Brett claimed him and has entered him here. The other is we have a clear favorite. Let's Top You Off is a 2-grade favorite, but Walt will tell you that they have to decide it on the track and not just on paper. But Let's Top You Off is also the only one that didn't race on race day 1, so he'll be less tired than the other horses. Yeah, the number 5 is the favorite.
And also don't forget my dark horse,
Oh, yes.
Junior Bacon in the 6th slot.
The Dark Horse Detectives pick of the day.
Yes, sir.
love
Race
that.
9.
Caitlin liked that segment.
Nice.
All
All right,
right.
we're about to start the penultimate race of day number 2 of season, the inaugural Lewis Downs race day. And they're off in race 9. Let's top you off with the early lead, followed by Prickly Pete, Rumble Road,
Come on, Pete.
Claventricus, Nowadays, Junior Bacon, and Stratocaster Canvas. Prickly Pete now in the lead. Let's top you off right there. And taking a lead at the halfway point and over one horse lead, 1 length lead. And looking to run away with it, Prickly Pete in a strong second, Rumble Road in third, Junior Bacon in fourth, and Stratocaster Canvas climbing the board late. Let's top you off, looking to win by a huge margin. Prickly Pete trying to hold off Stratocaster Canvas for second, but Stratocaster Canvas
on,
with
Pete.
a huge charge. Prickly Pete trying to stay with him. It's going down very close at the end, and Stratocaster Canvas in second, Prickly Pete in third, Nowadays in fourth, followed by Rumble Road, Junior Bacon, and Claventricus. So that is Nate's second win of the season. Congratulations.
Yeah, and that's maybe more of the result you expect when you have a 2-grade favorite, but anything can happen. Having a favorite just means you're more likely to win, not that you will. So, Jimmy, we had 2 claims, and this is a $42,500 claims.
Ooh, how could I forget to ask you about that?
Well, that's-
42,005. No, it's all
Yeah.
right. Let's see who got it.
Yes, Stratocaster Canvas was claimed by Andrew, so he's gone from undrafted free agent to a winner claimed by Brett to a second place finish claimed by Andrew. Our
Wow.
most journeyman horse is Stratocaster Canvas. And Let's Top You Off was also claimed by Andrew. So Andrew will pay that $42,500 each to Brett and Nate.
That stable's getting packed.
Indeed.
All right. Well, we've only got one more race left here.
Buddy,
Beautiful
my stable
Gainesville,
has plenty
Florida.
of room. My stable has plenty of room after all that money I made last week. Don't worry.
Is there a limit to the stable size?
No. Nate, I'll tell you, we're getting word that Nate's happy with the win and and the claim result. He says that's a win for him too.
I made sure to check the rules and check with the game master to make sure that there was not a limit to stable size. So I'm throwing that out there for anybody who also might want to,
Yeah,
I
as
want
long
to
as you got the money,
spend
right?
everything.
Yeah.
What was that?
As long as you got the money to pay, yeah.
That's
Big
no
as you
stable
want.
size. Yeah, I keep on building my stable.
All right, our last race, Jimmy.
All right, race 10, last race here in beautiful Gainesville, Florida. Inaugural race day at Lewis Downs. We've had 9 wonderful races. Race number 10, the last allowance race, and the shortest race of the day, just 6 furlongs. So it should be very exciting.
Yeah,
And
Jimmy,
only A through D rated horses as we take a look here. 12 horses ready to go.
yeah, Jimmy, this is all our best horses of the day are in this one. It's a 12 horse field. Couple things to note. Let's not bury the lead. This is the debut of Beach Carrot, grade A horse out of the number 10 slot. He'll be
Can't
the favorite.
emphasize that more.
Yeah, she'll be the
Huge.
favorite to win the Kentucky Derby, probably the Preakness, and probably the Belmont. She took the day off on day 1, but here she is for day 2. This is a turf sprint. 6 furlongs is the shortest race, and a turf surface. There's one thing to watch, if I could, since we're on the last race. Here's the stables. Let's go to Beach Carrot. Maybe the only thing that could be a hang up for Beach Carrot is this double minus grade on the turf. It is an A grade horse, but it supposedly hates the turf surface. We'll see what kind of difference that might make. We should also mention Quicksilver, the second place finisher in the Saudi Cup, as a B grade horse that has a chance. There's also several horses that have not raced yet. Kaylin, why don't you tell us your thoughts on the 3 horses you entered in this race? They're all grade D horses. So they're up against some stiff competition, but
Well, you want my strategy?
just give us a comment. What do you think about their chances today?
Well, if I have 3 of 12, are there 12?
Yeah.
I'm feeling optimistic.
All right, we got optimism from Kaylin. Let's head to the track. The
And none
day
of them have raced, excuse me, sorry. None of them have raced before because I felt it would be a bad horse mom to have them race 2 races in a row. And I'm really seeing that no one else put that kind of concern into their selection.
although Kaylin did have Hobby Jogger go twice in a row. But no, that's all right. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Jimmy,
about
you
ready,
ready for the,
I think.
you
Yeah,
ready
we're
for
ready.
the debut of Beach Carrot?
I am so ready.
All right.
We,
To
like
the
I said,
track.
we've got, yeah, let's do it. Last race of the day, 12 horses, ready to rock. Let's see who wins the big prize today. $95,000 purse. They're off. Candy Bar, Quicksilver, Torrential Downpour with the early lead, followed by Macaroni and Cheese, Embellishment there. Thereupon I Linger. Beach Carrot slowly climbing up the leaderboard, but still in 6th. It's Candy Bar still with the lead as we approach the halfway point. Embellishment in 2nd. Macaroni and Cheese, followed by Quicksilver. Spothead, Seat Back and Tray Table. And Embellishment now in 1st, followed by Candy Bar. Beach Carrot has come up into 4th. Macaroni and Cheese now into 2nd. And charging towards 1st, it's Macaroni and Cheese with the lead as we head towards the down the stretch they come. We don't say that. It's taken over 1st. Embellishment in 2nd. Beach Carrot now in 3rd. Embellishment taking over the lead late. And it's Embellishment with the win. Beach Carrot charging from the back and finishing 2nd. We don't say that in 3rd. So it's Embellishment with the win for Kaylin.
Wow.
Yeah, big upset. But take
First
a look at,
win.
yeah, congrats to Kaylin on her first win. So look, part of the explanation I think is that Embellishment loves the turf. Double plus there. Where'd it go?
Whoop.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just, yeah, we don't see the results.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Sweet. There you go.
Yeah, and Beach Carrot, even though she hates the turf, still finished in 2nd. There's a few things to watch here. So some of the finishes were so close. Of course, the finish for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd was close. With
Wow. Beach Carrot with the very late.
Beach Carrot, and we don't say that. We're shuffling back and forth. Got 2nd. We don't say that. Thereupon I Linger then safely in 4th. And then watch the race for 5th. 4 horses get there at the same time. And then the photo finish resolves it.
Wow.
And then the race for, what is it, 9th? 3 horses get there at the same time before the photo finish resolves it. Another one.
So that means Embellishment with the $45,600 prize. Beach Carrot with $17,100. We don't say that with over 8,500. Great race.
So could Embellishment win at the Kentucky Derby?
Is Embellishment a 3-year-old? Kaylin wants to know if Embellishment has a chance in the Kentucky Derby. No, she's 7 years old. Only 3-year-olds are allowed to participate in that race. But congrats on the win. I did want to let people know that there are more ways to watch than just live. You can watch the live broadcast in this column L. You can watch previously recorded ones on YouTube in column M. You can watch single race replays here. For example, if you wanted to revisit the Saudi Cup, there just won't be any audio. But you can watch single race replays there. Or if you don't need the broadcast or video at all, in column K, the results are in just printed form.
Any chance you can recap the owner, like the person owner winners for tonight? I'm just curious again.
You just need to hear your name.
I don't.
No, I don't think Andrew won.
Yeah, I didn't win anything.
Yeah, we had a lot of unearned horses win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's in part because they there's still a good number of them, but quite a few were claimed today.
Like I was only in two
Yeah.
races tonight.
Unknown horses won the first 5 races. Then Christian won race 6, Casey race 7, an unowned horse race 8, Nate race 9, and Kalen race 10.
All right.
Congratulations again.
Yeah.
Oh
This
yeah,
was
and
an interesting
again,
week.
Nate's from 1st to 11th. Yeah, you know, this race is worth going through in slow motion a little bit. Let's watch
Which number is
McEnroe.
this?
This is
That
race number
last
10.
race.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Watch McEnroe and Cheese, Nate's horse. And Torrential Downpour, Zach's horse, the Willett brothers, the purple and the green. They had reason for optimism here.
Mhm.
And then Macaronai and Cheese, the green, has the lead here. Now watch what happens after this.
Yeah, right there, man. Candy Bar's top 3. Yeah.
Wow.
And anyway, down.
Beach Carrot might have won if there's another half a furlong.
Yeah, and then Macaronai and Cheese
Unbelievable.
ends up finishing down in 2nd to last. But
Wow.
at this
Yeah,
point in
that
the
long race played with some of the horses.
and then there's another one to watch, Beach Carrot. If you weren't watching Beach Carrot the whole time, down here in 2nd to last,
Gonna be
climbs a
close
little
to
bit,
last. And
climbs
then
a little
falls
bit,
back.
falls back to last. And we don't say that who finishes 3rd is also down here before they both shoot up. But they
Well,
got a
look at
long,
Candy Bar in the lead at the halfway.
yep, Candy, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, what a race.
And if you guys want to see how the animations, I don't mind showing you how the animations. Every horse runs 10 different speeds during a race, and then I just randomize where those different speeds occur. So here's the random number generation for that. So Torrential Downpour started really fast and then ended really bad. Let's see, here's Beach Carrot's slow start, 2, 1. Macaroni and Cheese fell apart here at the end with slower numbers after.
That generated after the race, right?
So yeah, the race, yeah.
Yeah.
The race performance is generated, and then I just do this just to animate it.
Right. Yeah, sure. Okay.
If you guys can indulge me for another minute, I
Where's
wanted
the stat that made you make Kaylin win? Because you have to live with her.
it's just random.
I know.
The claim I want. I've seen no benefit of living with the person in charge of it.
If you guys can indulge me a little bit longer, I want to show you that the simulation is working as intended. So here's race day 1. And generally you can see that they finish as you would expect with a little variation. So like here's race number 9, the grade E horses all beat the grade F horse. On this one, the grade E horses tended to perform better, but then there was, the Fs outperformed the E a little bit. C's and D's, F's all finished at the end of that one. This one was just chalk. Like there are upsets.
Sure.
But it's not so unsurprising. Like an A grade horse was beaten by a B grade horse. And then in today's, Beach Carrot was beat, but Beach Carrot hates the turf, Embellishment loves the turf, and Beach Carrot still finished 2nd, beat everybody else. And yeah, if you looked at today's results, you'd see generally that it's working as intended.
Since we're all friends and without trying to break the fourth wall, and I know that this is, like our inaugural season, are you happy with it so far?
Yes.
Yeah, I am myself. Well,
Nice.
I'm in first place, but it's
Actually,
easy for me to say that.
Let's update that, and then we'll stop the recording, the broadcast for today. So
Well, thanks a lot. I'm gonna hop off. Both Chris, thank you, man. You put in crazy amounts of work. And Jimmy, nice job with the commentary today. Like I said, you guys are better than Smoltz and Joe Buck. I'll listen to you guys any day over them.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, bud.
Here's the updated standings.
Oh, there it is.
Andrew's still in first.
See, that's what he wanted to hear. So he was in first.
That's it.
$100 separates sixth and seventh, which is in the money or not.
Sure. Well, I spent a lot of money today too.
All right, signing off.
I think I claimed like 6 horses, so Johnny Stable's catching up. So